This evening I'm going to be targeting monster striped bass in a river using a Redfin. Ooh, fish on! So if you're interested in learning how to catch big fish using this lure, come along on the journey and I'll show you how. I am launching from private river frontage here at Stillwater Flats. This is a beautiful property where they have 4 elegant cottages as well as 1 luxurious family house, and the property is absolutely gorgeous. It runs the stretch of the river. This happens to be a trophy section for big striper as well as brown trout, so I cannot wait to get on the water. Let's go see what we can find. So let's talk about the Redfin. So this is called a Redfin. It's usually about 6 to 8 inches long, depending on which one you buy. It's hollow and it has rattles, so listen to this. It makes a whole bunch of noise. I also switched out the original hooks. I put saltwater treble hooks on here so that nothing can bend out. It's got a lip on the front, so by itself, it's just gonna float. Watch this. If I put it in the water, you guys can see it's floating. However, if I put it in the water and pull it, it's gonna dive, right? So as I start to rip this lure back, it's gonna do a shallow dive, and it's gonna rattle, it's gonna make a lot of noise, and this is something that the striped bass find irresistible. Good cast. All right, let's try ripping it in now, guys. So we're ripping it in. You can't reel fast enough with this lure. If a striper wants it, it's gonna chase it down and eat it. So no takers in that first pull. Now I want you guys to notice something. This is kind of a tutorial on striped bass today. You know, we cast around a little bit. They didn't bite, but that's okay because that's not even the spot we're headed to. It's just a spot I like to fish. But so I want you guys to notice something about this current setting. One, the water is high today. It's running quickly. Typically when the water's up, the fish are going to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more willing to bite. The second thing that's important for striper fishing is that it's low light. The sun is getting low on the horizon. We only have an hour before sunset. These are photosensitive fish, and what photosensitive means is that they're sensitive to light, and if they're going to feed, they typically feed early in the day or late in the evening. Those are the 2 things. So let's go ahead and get our kayak set up here because we're going to need it today. Let's get ourselves spun around in the current and we're going to start heading up river. This is a really special area. There's a lot of big fish in this area, and they push up from the main lake into this cold tailwater. And believe it or not, guys, a lot of these striper will stay here all summer and they'll feed on shad as well as trout. So yes, I said trout. So these river striper, this is a seasonal thing. They come up here in the spring through the summer, and what they're doing is they're feeding on trout, and they prefer this nice cold tailwater coming in. It's a much preferred water temp and oxygen compared to going out to the main lake where it gets a little stagnant during the summertime. If you don't find them in the river system, they're down deep in the reservoir. But a lot of them out here in East Tennessee will run to these tailwaters where they'll feed on trout during the summertime, which is a very interesting thing. Guys, I've got a brand new kayak. It's not even a year old yet. It's made by Old Town. It's got e-power technology. So check this out. I put it on level 5. Right now I've put it on level 5. So if I want, I can pedal, and it's going to assist me as I pedal to shoot up into this current, which is absolutely amazing. And then if you hit cruise control, it's now going to give you cruise control. So now I can cut through this stretch like butter. This is a very intense spot where it's normally really hard to get up river, and now I don't even have to do anything. Now it's doing it for me, so that's the amazing part. So we're going to move up into a spot where I've had success in the past. So guys, this Redfin can also be used at night for night fishing for striper, and you just slow roll it on the surface. It's actually meant to be a top water. Originally when it was made, it was meant to be a top water lure that you slow roll. But as you've seen, you can use it aggressively, especially in a current like this, and the striper love it. And the thing about these fish is they love, in the summertime, they love bigger baits, okay? So, you know, in the wintertime, I typically am throwing smaller baits, smaller lures for striper, but in the summer and spring, you know, they're more likely to hit bigger things, especially in the river. If they see a trout, even a big trout, right? Like 15, 20-inch trout, if it comes across something that's, you know, 20 plus pounds, they're gonna eat it. And they'd much rather eat one thing than a bunch of little things. And that goes for all fish, right? If you throw out one big piece of protein, they're much more likely to eat that one piece of protein compared to a bunch of tiny little things spaced out. So in the past, by the time I got to my spots, I would be dead. And instead, I can just talk to you guys, enjoy the views, and just slowly cruise up the river. So I'm very blessed to have this kayak. I'm very grateful for Old Town. Man, this water looks perfect today, guys. You can see the last light of the day is hitting the shoreline over there. I love it when you can't see any more sunlight hitting the water. That's when it's a great time to go striper fishing, when that happens. So anytime you can find fast moving water that mixes with swirling water, any type of eddy, any type of anything, typically the game fish, they're gonna chase it down and hit it right where calm water meets swift water, especially when it's fast moving like this redfin. All right guys, so it's time to do some casting. See if maybe we can move something big out here. It's about that time. So let's push up a little bit and go ahead and start throwing into this current, and we're gonna rip it back. Let's see if we get thumped. We're burning it right now, and that just means we're going fast with our reeling speed. Like I said earlier, you cannot reel fast enough for a striper. They're gonna chase it down if they want it. They're an aggressive fish with a lot of muscles on them. And again, what I'm doing is throwing down to that fast current. We're ripping it back till it hits the soft current. And when it hits that soft current, that's the kill zone. So at this point, all I'm doing is I'm just kind of fan casting. I'm doing different spots. I'll do some upriver, some kind of medium river. Typically, it's more natural for our bait to come down the river, so that's why I typically will cast up. And the further you can cast, the better a lot of times, because you're rattling and attracting them in. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it may still be too bright, even though it's overcast right now. Even though we're getting that low light, the last light of the day, it still might be a little too bright for them. So we got to be patient. Believe it or not, guys, I've actually caught brown trout on red fins doing this exact thing. Big brown trout. I'm talking like 25+ inch brown trout. Just throwing big red fins aggressively, trying to catch a striper. And sometimes those big browns, they go, oh yeah, I don't mind if I do. You need a pretty high gear ratio to do a lot of this river fishing, because you are trying to rip it down river. So you need a good 5-to-1, 6-to-1, 8-to-1, you know, something fast. Oh, fish on. Here we go. Big fish. Oh, yeah, striper on, guys. Last light of the day. This spot is just amazing. Guys, I'm backpedaling right now, trying to get into the soft water because we've got a nice fish on. Oh, came off. Shoot. So guys, the striper came off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got thumped, guys. Big striper, man. They're turning on right now. Let's see if we can get one more bite this evening. Oh, fish on. Big fish. Yeah, that's a big fish, guys. I know it's dark, but we've hooked a monster. And we are going for a ride. Oh my gosh, look at this rod bend. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna have to forward pedal a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's get him to spin us and then we'll back pedal. Oh my goodness, it's a big fish. It's a really big fish. He's not far from me, but I've got to keep him in this calm water. If he gets out in that main current, oh, there he is. He's huge. Oh. It looks like a striper or the world's largest brown trout. I can't tell. No, it's a striper. It's a striper, okay. Just for a second there, guys, I saw some brown and I thought for a minute, okay, here we go. Oh, all right, guys. Oh, he's big, yeah. He's actually really big. Let's get him in the net. Oh gosh. Get in that net. Oh my gosh, I can't get him in. Yeah, got him. Woo! Oh, he's so big. Just to be able to hold this fish up, man, it's gonna take a lot. So guys, I know it's dark. We had a battle there in the dark. But the redfin came through, man. I'm gonna point the camera down a little bit more than normal just so you guys can kind of get a glimpse of him as we lift him into the kayak. All right, let me get the pliers out. Check to make sure we're not moving. We're not, we're good. Oh my gosh, he's ripped a hole in the net. He has ripped a hole in the net. I'm gonna lift him up and hold him up. Oh my goodness, look at that fish, guys. Another monster here on the river. Golly, man, what a fish. I hope you guys can see this. It is an absolute monster. Oh, he bit me good too. Oh my gosh, look at this fish, guys. Whew. It's a huge fish. Awesome, awesome. Let's let him go. We're gonna toss him right into that river water. It's ice cold. Okay, so let's check our line. The line's actually good. We'll pitch that out. Put this back in the rod holder. Oh my gosh. All right, so here's the thing. There's definitely a bite happening right now. And I think we got to keep fishing. It is dark, so I understand that it might not be as good as it could be. And I apologize for that for the video, but for the sake of me being a fisherman who loves to catch striper, you know, I really don't want to stop right now. All right, guys, we're back in the same zone where we've been getting bites. That was our second striper that we hooked. Let's see if we can get a third. This super low light now, I can't even see where the redfin is landing. This is now all feel. We're just feeling for that thump. We'll know when it hits. Oh, fish on. Oh, right at the boat. Right at the boat, guys. What is that? Oh. Ah. It's a giant brown trout. No way. No way. Oh my gosh. Look at this giant brown, guys. Look at this giant brown trout that hit the redfin. That is awesome. So we got one big brown, one striper at night. What a day we've had, guys. I think that's gonna end it for me tonight. It's getting awful late. It's a little bit hard to see what's going on. So let's go ahead and give this guy a release. All right. Away he goes. All right, guys, well, that was a crazy finish to the day. We got a low light striper bite, and then we followed it up with a giant brown trout that hit at the boat on that huge redfin. So you just never know what's gonna happen out here. Obviously, it's pretty dark, so I'm headed back to the car now. But if you'd like to see another episode where I come up and catch striper in the river, I've got a good one right here. Or if you'd like to see what happens if you go a little further down the river where it merges with Boone Lake, I've got another one right here. Till next time, tight lines.
3, 2,